it's me, Matt Stone, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my videos that I made when I did my Route 66 trip. The videos are quite old. They were filmed on a digital camera, so the quality's not so great, and every time I zoom in and out you can hear the motor whirring away, so I do apologise about the quality. It was 5 years ago that me and my wife Dianne made our trip across America. We flew into Chicago. We drove pretty much on the entire Route 66 original alignments from Chicago as far as Flagstaff in Arizona. From there we then did a side trip to Las Vegas, and from Las Vegas we drove on the highway down to LA and then continued up the coast to San Francisco. So this video is mostly taken driving in the car, and it was probably the first vlog that I did, although I never actually uploaded the footage anywhere, and not even family have seen it. So I apologise if in places the quality's not so great, but I hope you enjoy. It contains a bit of information about some of the places we visited, and I hope that we're going to be able to repeat this trip again in the next year or two, and I'll do a proper in-depth coverage of that trip if and when we do. So here we go, enjoy!
This way and start. Let's have them meet here and talk.
Not here.
Where?
So they can get back and out.
Okay, so where do you want to meet? I'll see him.
Yeah. And tonight, let's see if I can call Nancy and we'll call Ken and ask if he can come and Nancy.
You alright? This is Mississippi. The river has flooded the banks. We're at the Gateway Arch, which is huge. But unfortunately we don't have time to go up in it today, as we've got to be in Springfield, Missouri before it gets dark. This is, believe it or not, the middle of the Midwest of America. We're currently in Missouri. We've just been through Cuba. It's a town, not a country. And it is pissing down with rain, which is making driving not fun. Not as fun as it should be. It means all the nice stuff that we could have seen by the side of the road, we can't properly see and can't take pictures of. Hello? Oh, you want to pull over?
Yeah.
We are currently somewhere in Kansas, but we're not on Route 66. We've taken a wrong turning somewhere, and we're basically on a dirt track. Have been for quite a while, although according to the map, if we carry on this way it joins back up to Route 66. Here we are at the west side of Oklahoma, somewhere in the middle of nowhere, next to the interstate. It's this lovely little restored gas station, which is also partly a construction site. And we're on our way to Amarillo in Texas. Incredibly windy. A collection of Cadillacs placed nose down in the soil in 1974 by a local artist. And although they're not part of Route 66, they have only been here some 40 years. It's a fussy place apparently. It was a little bit of a walk over from where we had to park. Car there, the little white one. We are now in New Mexico. We've just recently crossed the state line and we decided to take one of the older alignments of Route 66, which is basically just a gravel track. And as you can see, we are effectively in the desert now. And I think we've got a couple of miles on this road, and then we'll be back on tarmac again, or pavement, whatever it's called. We're currently travelling through New Mexico. We're going across the Mesalands, which is, as you can see, a very barren, desolate place. We're currently on one of the frontage roads that goes across the Mesalands next to I-40 with the highway. Although we'll be getting back on the highway soon because our final destination is Holbrook. And if we were to stay on the frontage road, which basically follows the highway most of the way, it would take us about 19 hours. And I don't have the stamina all the time to drive for that long. So we're in Holbrook tonight, and then 2 nights after that we're in Flagstaff, and that's when we're going to be doing our side trip to the Grand Canyon, which should be really good. Here we are, still in New Mexico. We've just driven through the city of Albuquerque, which, as you can see, is completely surrounded by desolate hills. And we're actually on the edge of the sandy start of the desert now. We're on our way to Holbrook in Arizona. Here we are in the the Petrified Forest. This is a bit known as the Painted Desert. And you may or may not be able to see why it's called that. There's lots of differences in the colours of the rocks. Still in the state of Arizona, and this is one of our 2 side trips today. The other one, we're going to be going to Meteor Crater, which is the world's largest preserved meteor crater. You right there? It's amazing how quiet it is here. There's just not a sound. Don't know if the full effect of that will come out on the camera or not.
They're like cicadas.
It makes such a cute noise, doesn't it? It was something so big.
Yeah. Well, my camera's run out of battery.
I'm so glad we didn't go. Oh no, what if he falls down there?
Hi guys, who woke you up? Oh, you got treats, huh? So that's what we have.
Doesn't look like it's
It's
going to
not
fall
on
down.
right now, I don't think. Itty bitty looks like it might get pushed off. I don't know if they've actually gone in yet, but it's amazing how durable they are. You know, they can fall 50 feet out of a tree and bounce. Itty bitty stuff. The big bears.
On the left.
Hello, Alice.
A little white wedding chapel. We have just checked into our room at the Planet Hollywood in Vegas, where we're spending our first night, and we got a complimentary room upgrade, which is brilliant because this room is about twice the size of the one I booked. It's our bathroom with a shower, massive shower, 2 sinks, and then the room area itself, as you can see, it's about 3 times the size of your standard hotel room. And our room is themed around the film Seven, which is why we've got lots of pictures of Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman everywhere, and a piece of memorabilia from the film itself, which apparently is the prison uniform that Kevin Spacey wore in the final scenes of the film. And then we have a strip view. We can see the south end of the strip, which means we basically can see, what have we got down there? You've got the Monte Carlo, the New York, where we're staying tomorrow night, the, I forget what it's called, but the Fantasy Castle one, and you can just see the tip of the Luxor Pyramid on the top of the building there. And we've got the pool area down below us, although you can see there's not many people in the pool, mostly because it's blowing an absolute gale outside, and despite being about 30 degrees, that makes it incredibly cold. So in a sec, we're going to go get ourselves some food from the buffet. This is our hotel room in the New York. We're in the Marquis suite. As you can see, is even bigger than the room we had last night. We have our lovely king size bed, which is actually a super king in UK sizes, because we have a king size bed and it's not that big. And our hot tub, and it's our little lobby area, and we've got a little bathroom, but it's pretty tiny because obviously there's no bathtub in it. And then all the way down the other end of the room, bear with me while I walk down to this end. Out of our window we have a view of the roller coaster. Doesn't appear to have anyone going around